It's Champions League night. Exciting games is coming up. Good to see my brother here again. Champions League, Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich, and then we've got Sporting CP versus Arsenal on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we've got Liverpool travel to Paris Saint-Germain to face them, which I know will be taking some baskets because we'll be bringing a lot of goals, more than relationship goals. Um, because we'll be bringing a lot of goals, more than relationship goals. Um, we've got yes,
my nigga.
we've got Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. This is a treble header. They are playing back to back to each other. Let's start with Tuesday night. Real Madrid, FC Bayern Munich. We've seen the form of Real Madrid
Yeah.
the weekend, how they lost going into this game. Bayern Munich, they're just a different machine. Take me through.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say is that Champions League is a different ball game, and
Especially for Real Madrid.
for Real Madrid, I don't know what happens in the dressing room before they get onto the pitch,
Yeah.
but each time they're on the
I
pitch,
think the anthem gives them adrenaline.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Each time they're on the pitch, they pull on the white jersey.
It's just
Yeah,
like
they-
Chelsea.
they-
When Chelsea hear the FA Cup anthem, they just go like gaga, you know.
Yeah, so going into this game, I'm not going to be able to make a clear-cut prediction that
Yeah.
this one is winning or that one is winning. Not because I cannot make a stand, but
Okay.
Real Madrid, you see, going into the game against Benfica,
Yeah.
looking at what Benfica did to them previously for them to get to the playoff,
Yeah.
I know that people might have written them off,
Sure.
knowing that Jose Mourinho still got something to prove.
Right now their morale is down, losing that game, knowing that the La Liga they are slipping. It's already slipped away from them. For me personally, I don't think Barcelona, Real Madrid
It's going to be
is
a
going to
threat.
catch Barcelona and then win this La Liga. 7 points, and you still go have to play the best team in La Liga this season.
Yeah. So I
If the
think,
Barcelona beat them, that's 10 points.
I think in the game against Atletico Madrid,
Yeah.
if Barcelona dropped some points, or
Yeah.
if they lost, maybe they would have
But the thing is,
said they have a chance.
when Barca drop points, Madrid also drop points. When Barca wins, Madrid drop points. So it's like taking a basket to fetch water. What do you think Abeloa can do to motivate his squad back into the Champions League? We know Champions League is the hallmark of Real Madrid. What is it that he can tell the players or he can strategize them tactically of their awareness that this is Champions League? You've got Bayern Munich, one of the favorites in this competition. What do you think he should go about his business?
One advantage that he has is the fact that he won it himself as a player.
Yeah.
So he should try to.
He was a
that-
squad player. He was,
No, but definitely he was
I know.
there when it happened. So
Yeah.
he can just walk them through what really
mean-
happened before they got there and all
Yeah.
those. Although he was a squad player, he still was part of the
I think
dressing
at that
room.
time sir, he was with a team bus driver. So it is what it is.
So I believe that when he's able to walk them through like systematically how the whole thing was like, how the feeling was like, because believe you me, I believe that is what is happening in Manchester United right now. The fact that Michael Carrick once played for Manchester United, and then
But Alonso played for Real Madrid, but that was not happening.
there were key moments that So Alonso, the case of Alonso is quite different because he did not enter Real Madrid as a manager. He entered as a coach. Although if he had stepped in as a manager, he would have been able to get all of these things like at his disposal. He stepped in as a coach. So in his tenure, he didn't do much of managing like all aspects of the game. He was interested in the style, the tactics, how to get the players to play the way he wants to play. Forgetting that aside he managing the players, his personal relationship with them, how he relates with the board, the management of the team, like everyone in whole, like he lost that. That was why.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think the coming back of Mbappe, Jude from injury has, shaking their rhythm of the kind of players that they had. Adagula, Kavamenga in that positions that in their absence, Valverde playing that.
In football, there are times that we just have to be frank with ourselves. We have to be frank with ourselves and accept. See, Jude was out for a long time.
Yeah,
and Mbappe was out for some time as well. And then when they were not around, you built the team based on what you had.
Yeah.
So I was looking forward to he bringing them in gradually, not bringing them in fully like he did.
But because of their caliber, you can they will not even accept that.
It's not about you accepting. It's about you letting them understand. Because sometimes the football is not just about a single player. It is about the whole team.
I know it's a team.
And what is best for the team. So Pep Guardiola is going to tell you that I am Pep Guardiola.
Abelua is not in that level, so we just stick it to his level. That's the thing.
Sometimes
it's just like Arne Slot and Mo Salah.
Sometimes you just have to.
Players have ego, You
have ego, but at the end of the day, Arne Slot will drop Salah when he wants to. That is what I mean to say. It doesn't matter about Salah's pedigree, right? Salah's ego does not count to Arne Slot when Arne Slot has decided that I want to bench him. So that is what I'm saying, that in some cases, Abelua, but you know what he's doing. He's trying to be political, as in he's getting all the players to like him.
Exactly.
Rather than doing his job and getting the result.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at the end of the day, Real Madrid is result based, and the team is result oriented.
Yeah.
Perez will never and ever accept a manager who doesn't have a vision and doesn't have eyes for the trophy. He's going to cut you off.
The absence of Courtois is going to be huge in this tie because this is a tie where you need your experienced players.
I get it.
Do you think it's going to be a big miss or they can go through without him?
They can go through without him, provided Lunin is given the confidence that he needs. Don't let us forget.
We've seen him done it before.
Yeah. Don't let us forget that it was the injury of Courtois that introduced him to the world.
Yeah.
And at that time, I don't know what Don Carlo told him, but the guy was just phenomenal. Like game in, game out, he proved to the world. Much so that when Courtois even recovered, people were still of the view that maybe Lunin can just continue.
All right, sure. Let's go to Bayern Munich side. What is it that company has to do to get ahead of Madrid? Because we know that his players are all in form. Olise, Luis Diaz, Harry Kane, Serge Gnabry. A lot of them. Musiala is coming back, so he's also doing his business. What do you think that he has to do to get an edge over Real Madrid in this time? And they are going away first, so getting a good results away will help them.
Vincent Kompany doesn't have to do much because he has had his team in good form, so to say.
Yeah.
The whole of this season.
Yeah, but form is different from class.
The only aspect is the fact that he lost some of his goalkeepers. Yeah. I don't know if they are fully recovered and if those senior ones will be taking charge or the junior one that they introduced into the first team will be taking charge. Because that one will pose a lot of threat if that is what is going to happen. Okay. Because, in big matches, you need big players for the moment and for the experience.
Okay.
And someone like Manuel Neuer, his second goalkeeper, third goalkeeper, at least they've done something to prove. But some days back, we realized that all of them were injured. I don't know the injury situation as of now, but if they are going to go with the under 19, it is going to be pressure being mounted on them. Yeah. That is what it's going to be. But that aside, I think player for player, they've got the player quality and squad depth to match Real Madrid player for player.
Yeah.
But as to whether they have the tenacity, right, and they have the composure to match them
to handle the occasion.
Yeah, to get rise to the occasion and get the result that they need to get through to the next phase? That is where the question lies, because player for player, they also have.
Yeah, I mean that one is there, but when it comes to the experience of handling a quarter final, going into a semi final, almost Real Madrid about 60, let me say 80% of their players have got that. Where Bayern Munich, I can only say maybe Hurricane in the last five years. And then,
but he hasn't won it. Unfortunately, he hasn't.
Yeah, but he has got the experience of that getting over the line, you know.
Yeah, sure.
And then maybe the keeper, Manuel Neuer.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Joshua Kimmich.
Yeah, Kimmich as well. Yeah, yes. So, what will be your prediction for that?
And Alphonso Davies too.
Oh yeah. He's part of it.
You remember?
I know where you are going. I know where you are going.
The season
he destroyed. He ghosted who?
And then he said after the game he approached the senior man to take his jersey, and he was like,
No. La.
No chance.
I mean, what's your prediction for that?
So I'm going to go based on form.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to go based on form, not based on Champions League experience and all that. Right. So I'm going to stick with Vincent Kompany to win or draw.
Same, I'll go. I think I'll go 2-2 for Vincent Kompany side. I don't think, and I don't see them losing this game. We might be wrong. That's why it's prediction. Sure. And I think he will know that having away leg first is an advantage to him, because taking them back to Germany is a different ball game, and the Allianz Arena is going to be a nice game to see. Let's move to your rivals in North London. In the space of two weeks of football, they've lost 2 competitions. The EFL Cup final, they bottled it. They went to the FA Cup against Southampton, a team in Championship. They struggled to beat. After calling their players from international break, people are saying they are faking injuries and stuff, but trying to get all these players back, and they couldn't win it. I mean, if their players were involved in the international break and then they lost this game, people would have said, oh, the international break has taken effect on them, right? But this is the case. You draw all your players back, and then see you went into this game and then lost. What is the pressure mounting or the tension mounting them going into this Sporting CP game? You have only one option, only to win.
In North London, I thought we had our rivals, but looking at their performances, I can only say that
cooking.
It is just
cooking. Let me hear that.
Bottling company.
Bottling company. So Coca-Cola company.
Yeah. So I'm making free advert for a natural mineral water in Ghana called Voltic.
So bottle company.
Yeah, if they need some bottles, they can just contact
Emirates.
Because you don't seem to get.
Ade, I'll come back to you. You have to explain to me. When Man City were, putting Liverpool on the cross, this guy was crucifying me. We'll get back to you, Ade. Don't worry. Stay tuned.
Yeah. So just as I mentioned, like earlier this season, Arsenal does not have the DNA of winners.
Yeah. And why do you say that?
What they do is that they have a very good starting.
Yeah, they don't have the finishing.
They don't have the finishing.
And that is where the business lies.
And that is where it is just like the Bible saying the first shall be last and the last shall be first.
Bas.
I'm taking you to church, man.
Bas.
Because they've not done anything to prove that, because over 20-something years, they haven't
22 years.
They haven't won any major trophy.
No, I mean
although they've had like quality and talented players playing under world-class managers.
Do you think the pressure is getting over them and they cannot handle it, or I don't know what's going on?
I think at this point, Arteta doesn't have the right.
Or they are too desperate to get over the line. That is why it's playing in their mind.
They are too desperate, and they don't know how they are going to be able to handle it when they finally win. So that is causing some form of anxiety.
Or let me say this. You know, sometimes as human, you walk through a victory where you have not got him into the victory.
Yes.
Maybe that's what they are doing. They are walking in through their mind that they are winners.
They are winners,
but they've not won it.
Yes, because of what they've done right now. A national fan.
I think Ade will be. Ade is very, very special in explaining in this kind of bottling situations because
Kwekuyami too does that better.
Producer, I beg give me a bottle of water. Oh, sorry. Producer, I beg give me a bottle of Arsenal.
Bars, man.
Or give you a water of Arsenal. A water bottle of Arsenal. Okay.
So what I think personally is that at this point, Adeta doesn't know what to tell the guys to get the best out of them.
Lack of motivation.
Because I don't know how and why you are not under any pressure, any stress. You are not facing too much of injury situations. You can only talk about Uren Timber, who is out, but Ben White is not playing bad at the right back side.
He even played for the international side
and he scored.
He played well as well.
And he played well as well. So you cannot focus on that to say that this is the reason why we are losing, because you don't have any excuse for that. You don't have any excuse.
I don't know, but for me, I think naivety is in. Because me, myself, my club has been there and I've seen it before. Where we were close like this after we slipped against Chelsea. That naivety is there. We used that naivety heading into that Crystal Palace game.
Yeah.
We scored 3, thinking that we need more goals. And that's the sense of naivety. It's not about, what do you call it? Ego or selfish of trying to get more goals, right? It's about, you are naive that, how about if I don't get more goals and City come and win it by goals?
Yeah.
That is what I think is getting to this Arsenal side. It's like they want to get it over the line. I mean, there's no shame in it when losing the final of FA Cup to Man City. There's no shame in that. If you lose a final to Bolton Wanderers, Wigan, that's a shame. Sure. It's a big CPR, you know. But to lose to Southampton, that is damning. And you had 2 weeks off after you lost that Man City game, head into the international. So memories must be fresh, coming back, get the business over the line.
People were also calling out Arteta for not starting David Raya. I don't know if they are justified by that. Because personally, I don't think the goals that were scored was the fault of the goalkeeper.
I've seen that people are saying that he shouldn't play Kepa. But I think he's putting on himself that he owe Kepa that cup competitions. I've promised that I have to give it to you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's not about him. It's about you winning something for the club.
And getting the result.
Don't put the player first. If you think the player is not going to deliver, and you think because you are being unfair to him, because you promised that, I'm going to give you the cup games. Because this is what the managers promise these keepers when they come in. The cup games are going to be yours. As far as you hold it. We've seen finals where team has used their reserve keepers. When it gets to the final and it's against a big team, they use their first keeper. We've seen it.
Yeah.
We've seen it several times.
Yeah, so people are calling Arteta out for that. And I don't know the explanations that he has to. Because when he lost that Carabao final, and then he had an interview, he says that he was okay with the performance and that
the FA Cup final.
If he had a chance, the FA Cup.
Oh, you mean against the
Man City?
Man City, sorry, yeah.
He says if he gets the chance to select the team to play against,
he will select the same.
He will select the same team. So
he has no choice. He has to defend the players, but within him, he knows that he's lying. Yeah, he's lying. Yeah. So with this Sporting CP side, we saw their incredible performance against Bodo Glimt, the fantastic Bodo Glimt that everyone loves, the sexy Bodo Glimt that every football fan fell in love with. They lost 3-0 away. They came back, won it. Was it 3? And then took them to extra. And then they killed them off there. Yeah. They'll be more motivated looking at where Arsenal is and knowing that now pressure is on Arsenal to deliver than them. And they are playing at home. Yeah. And going to their home is not an easy ground at this moment where tension is on you. How do you see, the cast flipping out?
Going into this game, I'm not going to lie. Arsenal does not have that right mentality and the confidence going into this game because of
the fear to lose.
The fear to lose
is coming in again.
Because they lost a match previously, and everyone around them is calling them out.
Yeah.
You know, and if it were to be in their home, that would have been a different game altogether, because by then you know that they are going to have huge supporters, like huge numbers coming in to support them. But you cannot go to Lisbon and have your fans being more than the home team. So Lisbon are going to use the advantage of their fans to try to get their way with Arsenal.
Yeah.
So going into this game, Arteta, if you are watching, kindly make sure that you are able to absorb all the pressures coming from the different angles, play a counter, get a goal, defend till it's done. Else, if you try to play your free-flowing football with Lisbon,
because I don't expect them to be short of confidence at this moment in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But what is happening around them outside the Champions League competition is creeping into their season.
Yeah.
And at the weekend, I don't know who they got in the Premier League. We'll soon find out that one.
Yeah.
But it's going to affect them mentally. For instance, in this...
And I'm told that Gabriel is also injured. Gabriel is also injured.
Going into this game, if Sporting CP score, let's say, under 3 minutes, let's say maximum 7 minutes, CP scores first, bro, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal for them. I'm telling you. I mean, football is 90 minutes, but...
We've got our fingers crossed.
I mean, investors, our hands are up there, but the SU Union, they've got their legs stamped on the feet, on the ground.
Yeah, so what I think is that going into this game, Arsenal should not rush to try to take their game to Sporting CP. They should give themselves the first 10, 15 minutes to see how CP are going to play.
Yeah.
And then they try to readjust to match the energy that Sporting CP are going to.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think the outside noise, that's the media, I mean, chanting them, the quadruple, the treble, the whatever, has creeped into their mind and is getting over them?
Yes. At a point, they have everything in their hand. And so if people were calling them quadruple winners or people who are aspiring to win, it was in the right direction. But as to what they were going to do with those opinions and views were up to them.
Yeah.
But they
or try to nullify it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But they made it get to them. And so pressures started mounting. And that one is on them and it's on the fans. So someone can come and tell you that you were a loser. If you decide not to accept it and then prove otherwise, that person that came to tell you that you were a loser will come back to congratulate you.
Yeah, sure.
But then if they tell you that you were a winner and you don't make
and you lose
the best out of it and you lose, the people that said
you are a winner,
will still come for you.
Of course.
Don't forget that the people who said
crucify him.
Jesus.
Hail him. They were
the ones who said.
And we're in the Easter season. Bars, bro. Bars. I mean, you heard from him. If you're an Arsenal fan, at this moment, let me know or let us know in the comment section. Would you want Arsenal to win the league from this stage, or, as usual, do your thing again, bottle it, and win the Champions League? We know that it's been 22 years you've not won the Premier League. That is your